there are various scenarios available, and this scenario looks more likely. What did we used to say? That there are three options on the table.
Can you explain that elephant thing you were describing? I'm recording it now.
So, plane crash was there. Theory of death in Russia was there, and then the Gumnami Baba thing was there. So, at that we have held till now that the Gumnami Baba angle of all the possibilities looks the most credible based on evidence. So that was still a theoretical approach. What we have done now, we have gone into hard facts. We have brought the evidence together, and we are showing that that is indeed the last word. That is what has happened. It's the fact.
It cracks a story. The story is over.
This, I will show you something here. These are pieces of puzzle, and it doesn't tell you anything. These are pieces of information which have been floating around here and there. This is the game of jigsaw puzzle, how it is done. Now start bringing them together, start putting them together, they fit in with each other, and then you start getting the shape. Till now it looked like the elephant. It was the most plausible explanation of all the information that we have. What has happened now is we have the full picture.
You can see it's an elephant now.
So the elephant will be standing in front of you.
You know this is Netaji, but there will be other some pieces of jigsaw are missing. So this is Conundrum.
If the broad level narrative has not changed, right?
What do you mean by broad
It has
level?
changed.
So basically,
this is the last word.
We are enlightened to a particular storyline, or it's not a story; it's a fact,
No,
right?
say that. No, tell your storyline. Which one are you talking about?
Like what happened after 1945, 18th August? So he went to Russia, and
that's covered. That's covered.
Korea and China, and eventually he came to India, and he stayed in various parts of northeast UP or central UP, and sitting at there, he was doing so many things across Asia or even beyond, right? And finally, he came to Ram Bhavan in 1983, and he was died on 17th of September 1985, and he was cremated in Guptar Ghat. So this is the broad level with, and obviously there are linkages with various key guys, Lalita Roy and R.C. Majumdar.
Two things have happened since then. Number one, a lot of information that was available. We are our biggest critics. We are ruthless with the way we have treated evidence. Any information which looks likely but is not based on any evidence, has no evidentiary backing, we are putting it aside. It might be interested, so we'll keep it as an aside, as an interesting story, a possibility, whatever, but that is not the basis of our conclusion. We are treating each piece of evidence as non-refutable, irrefutable. Only if it is irrefutable, we are taking it into our conclusion. Otherwise,
correct. If I interrupt,
so the broad storyline that you were talking about, there were a lot of stories that had come into it, which cannot be backed by any evidence.
So possible. So if in this storyline, in this broad narrative, let's just an example. So now we are finding maybe a linkage that he may or may not be involved in Korean War, for example, and now that is eliminated. For example, it does not change the broad storyline because even then it is very fascinating. Now, if you say that okay, he did not come on 54 and stayed till 85, and maybe he came just only on 81 or something, then it is a dramatic change. So I'm talking about if it is a small here and there, or it does not
First
matter.
thing is proving. The broad storyline didn't have proper evidence. Nobody could prove. What we are doing is we are proving the identity. We are proving the identity, and hence we are bringing a closure to the mystery, which has gone on for the last 70 years, 75 years.
So what I understood is that broad storyline is largely not changed. So in that case, are you saying earlier you did not have the complete credible
Of course not.
evidence?
Even now we don't have the complete evidence.
But now we have significantly improved. So that's why it is 30-90. So people are not buying his earlier books because they thought that there are some gaps in his logic. See, for example, in his India's Biggest Cover-Up, there are documents of Watanabe.
It is still the best book written on the topic.
No question on that. That's the Bible. But there are evidences on Watanabe or figs and all this. So a common person like him, he is only interested in okay, Netaji not died. He was alive. He came to India, and that's the most unfortunate part. And he never came.
No, he was not sure.
Will he be interested in what Watanabe is writing or what is figs is writing?
The thing is that he is reading a book which says that Netaji came back. and lived in India.
No, now
He
if you
is not
keep 7
convinced.
letters.
Nobody is giving him the evidence. Okay, nobody was giving him the evidence. It was not argued. It was not because we didn't have much of the information that we have now.
No, true, but now if you include some 7 very, very authentic letters, do you think
We have much more.
When I'm just taking a number, 7 or could be 70 also. So some people
No,
definitely
more than
accept.
more than 70.
Yeah, somebody is enlightened. Definitely will read end to end.
What do we expect from the book? As a reader, what do you expect from the book? What do you want from the book? To read, what do you want from the book? What do you want to read?
No, I'm definitely looking for a better logic, better like say
Rationale, better logic, more evidence.
Yeah, as a reader, tell me your reader's expectation. As a reader, what are your expectations?
so definitely
You're on camera.
I want the conclusion of this. Huh?
We are giving
So-
the
so
conclusion.
So let's go point by point. Okay, let's conclude. You want a conclusion. Then
And that conclusion has to be backed by very scientific or legally tenable reasons,
done. 2.
which is irrefutable.
Okay, that's number 2. What else?
I think that is the primary thing, and then
What is a lay
And then you
reader
need
want
more
from the
meat. You need more information.
What
to
does the lay reader want from
fill in the gaps? Explanation. What this pen was up to?
I
What was he
personally-
doing?
I personally think there is a good amount of details was in there in India's biggest cover-up also. But
No, forget that is old story. Now we're
once I
talking
read, that's
new.
why I am little surprised that how it is 30 to 90. I feel that was already at 60-70 level. So you being an author, if you mark that as 30, so my expectation is now even more larger.
Yeah.
What is coming? It's wrong. Because 30 to 90 is a big thing, right?
Yeah, that is big, but I'm asking you this question very specifically as a lay reader. What are your expectations? What do you want to see read in the book? What are the points? One is you want a conclusion. Number 2, you want that conclusion to be backed by evidence. What else? Why will you buy the book? Because you already know the broad storyline. What would make you buy the book?
All the incremental details and solid logics, which will, because throughout this journey, at some point, we are also part of some stakeholder, right? So we are also telling about this to many people. So our own credibility is also going to
Yeah.
be
Okay,
Absolutely.
forget about yourself as Jayanta. Think as a lay reader who knows the broad storyline, is aware whatever debate has been going on in television, in media, other media, print media, and why will he want to read the book? What would he look for it?
He's the hero of Asia. Even
What
that
would
is
he
came
look
from
for?
Japanese.
No. There's new book
There
is.
are many books on Subhas Bose coming out.
Why? What are you
Why
looking
would he
forward
read
to?
this book? What would he expect?
No, people knows that the most authoritative research in this area has done by Mission Netaji and Manujumdar and Chandrachur Ghose, right? So if something is coming from them, so definitely that will be an authoritative. So they will not publish something bullshit. That people knows. At least the serious readers knows that, right?
Even then,
Huh.
for a lay reader to pick up and buy a book, what would he look for? What would make him buy the book? Because there are many books on
The
that.
content, the storytelling, the lucid way of representation,
Yeah.
and obviously backed by logic and legally
So
tenable.
these are the things you think will convince someone to buy a book? Conclusion backed by evidence, presentation.
And sensation and marketing is needed, right? Because people
No,
go
that
by
is
hypes.
another aspect.
The
Let people
subject
go by
itself is
hypes, right?
sensational.
That's
Subject
another-
we don't have to bother about. Subject itself is sensational.
That is
So it will
another-
automatically.
Subject we
happen.
don't need to market. Anyway, people know the subject.
Marketing is another aspect. Forget marketing.
Yeah, they do.
You have come across it as a lay reader.
And then obviously sometimes that if you are a good, like which you already done, the cover, right? Cover will be eye-catching, right? So if I'm walking, suddenly I saw this. So if you see here, there is Subhas Bose picture, and there is a mirror image of Subhas Bose, like say, with a beard, right? So which is 40 years or 50 years transformation.
Cut the long story short, the thing is that all the points that you mentioned, all those are there in the book. And then some.
But your audience is not me, your audience is him.
I am taking you as a lay reader. I told you, I am not talking to you as John.
We're not talking to a Jayanta, we're talking as a lay reader.
So you get the full story, you get the minutest details of what happened, you get the evidence of each and every statement we are making, and we are establishing the identity and closing the mystery, closing the controversy, closing the arguments over what happened to him after 1945. So this we are bringing as the solution. That is the fact, the truth.
Netaji mystery is over as far as we are.
Mystery is over.
So the first part is I'm very keen and curious and anxious also how this becomes from 30 to 90, and that's a great move.
No,
That is what-
because
How it happened,
mystery.
forget that we
That
discussed.
is
that
mystery
I'm not
is
asking
over.
from you now.
Mystery is over as far as we are
That is I'm
concerned.
looking forward to that one. And second thing is that Definitely, if it happens, then it will help the second cause. Second is that how this book will take from 10,000 to maybe 10 lakhs, maybe. Now, if the first part is very, very strong, it will help. But even then, without the marketing, I am not sure if 10,000 to 10 lakhs can be achieved.
We will deal with the marketing when it comes to it. Let the printing start, and then because then we will have to put all our heads together.
Because in all honesty, there